Hey guys, it's Camilla from Code with Camilla. Today we're going to be talking about class methods.
As we already know, class is a data type which consists of data and code. In our example, the one we worked in the last video, data in night class, this class, is represented by these two variables, color and position. Those variables called fields, class fields, which means they belong to the object in which they were created, and each object has own copies of these fields. For instance, when you create a object night1, it has its own color and its own position. When you create another object, it has its own color and its own position, so it belongs to the object. Now we can perform some actions or code over those variables by using dot notation. So for instance, if you want to change the position of a night1, we could create a function, let's call it move, and pass the new position, new position, and we can use dot notation to get access to night1's position and assign the new one. Let's print position we want to print before and after, right? So how are we going to call it? We're going to print this first, then call move and pass new position A3 and print again. So if I run this, what do you think is going to happen?
So position of night 1, A2, and then A7, and then position, both of them are going to be A3 then? Night 1's going to be A3 then.
Only night1 position changes, right? So it was A2 and A7. Now we changed only variable for night1, so it only that one changed. It became A3, and night2 still remains the same. Now if you want to change the position of night2, what we could do, we could just copy the code and change this to night2. Unfortunately, we cannot use the same function, same name, because we already used this function name, so we have to call it maybe move2, and let's call it again. And now if you put A6, what do you think is going to happen?
So night 1's position will be A3 still, and then night 2's position will change to A6.
So it was A2 and A7, it changed to A3 and A6. But you see, it's like you can't create a function for each variable. It doesn't make sense. So the one way to fix this is to pass the variable you want to change, right? And inside here, just change this one. So now instead of call a move and move2, we can do just pass the variable what do you think is going to happen?
It's the same thing as it was before.
Same thing, but if I change this to night1,
It's going to go A3 and then, not A3, it's not going to show A3, it's going to go to A6.
only for night1, and night2 will still
Remain the same.
So night 1 changed from A2 to A6. Night 2 stayed the same because we never changed its data. So we can do this, but it's so much better. There is a better way to do it, is to move this function inside the class. Because when you do inside the class, you don't have to pass the variable, because what happens is you don't even need to use dot notation. When you do position, if you access the variable inside the function which belongs to the class, what it does is first searches if there is a parameter with the same name. No, there is no parameter position. So then it searches in a list of its variables or fields, right? It says, oh, this class has the field called position, so I'm going to change the position inside the class. So now the way to access function or method, it's called method, inside the class, we're doing the same as with variables. We use dot notation. And we don't have to pass night 1 because it already knows it's night 1. So if you use night 2, we don't have to pass night 2. So what you think it's going to happen now?
Same thing as before.
Yes. So the night 1 position will change to
Not A3, and then night 2, A6.
Oops. What happened? If you remember, we said there is access modifiers, and by default, if you don't put the public, it will not be accessible from outside.
Outside the class.
Outside the class. So you do public. Let's run again. So A2 changed to A3, A7 it changed to A6. Now compared to what it used to be, so now the main code is clean, and the main code does not know what's happening inside the move method. We could make like a very long calculations, or I don't know, go to lots of things, but this code, which the calling code, will not know what's happening inside the class method, and it doesn't know what. So it's one of the paradigms I was talking about for classes. It's like it works as a black box. So it makes a call, and it doesn't care how it works. It only cares it's the end result. So all it cares if the position of the chess figure changes, but it doesn't care how it's done. So you can still use a dot notation inside function methods. Normally you don't need to, but there is one of the use cases when you do need to use this position, because when the parameter name is the same as the class field. For instance, if I change this one to position parameter, and I say now assign value of parameter position to class field position, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I want to run it, you see it's confused. It didn't change it. It didn't change from, if you remember, we tried to change from
A2 to A3 and A7 to A6.
So what happened here, it says, and it already told us, it's you're assigning the variable to yourself. It looks like it's assigning A2 parameter. I'm sorry, it's coming in as A3. It's changing the parameter to A3, but it's not changing the field, class field. Let's put a breakpoint here. And let's stop this. So position as a value of the parameter. And you see this? This is the object to which you're passing this parameter. And its value is A2. When you're doing position equal position, what C# thinks, you want to change this position from A3 to A3, but it doesn't touch the position of the object. That's why it's skipping, you see? And as a result, inside the variable inside the class does not change. So if you want to make a change, what you have to do, you have to pass, you have to say this position. Now it knows that you're changing the class field. Let's see what's going to happen in this case. So we passed A3. Now you see the position has changed because it says this dot position. Remove it. And now it changed A2 to A3, A7 to A6. So if the parameter you're passing has the same name as the field in your class, what you have to do, you have to put this. So in this case, it's not going to be confused. This means this object.
That's it for today on Code with Camilla. Come back next week for more videos and don't forget to subscribe.